stop scrolling. Pause for a moment. This message has found you for a reason. You may think it is a coincidence. It is not. You have been carrying questions in your heart. Questions that keep you awake at night. Questions you never speak out loud. Questions about the person you love. Questions about what they feel. Questions about what they say when you are not around. And today, I want to speak peace into that uncertainty. I see every tear you have hidden. I see every prayer you have whispered. I see every moment you have looked at your phone hoping for a message. I see every time you have wondered if you still matter to them. Type God is always with me. My child. Listen carefully. The person you love has spoken about you. And what was said may not be what fear has been telling you. Fear has been speaking loudly. Fear has been convincing you that you are forgotten. Fear has been convincing you that you are easy to replace. Fear has been convincing you that your story is over. But fear is not your prophet. Fear is not your guide. And fear does not know the future I have prepared for you. Many nights you have imagined conversations that never happened. Many times you have created painful stories inside your mind. You assumed the worst. You expected rejection. You prepared yourself for heartbreak. But I tell you now, you do not see the whole picture. There is more happening than you realize. There is more beneath the surface. There is more than what your eyes can see. The person you love has mentioned your name. Your name has crossed their mind. Your memory has remained with them. Even during moments when they appear distant. Even during moments when they seemed silent. Even during moments when you believed they no longer cared. You have occupied a space in their thoughts. And that truth matters. My child. Sometimes people speak about those they love because they cannot stop thinking about them. Sometimes people speak about those they love because they are trying to understand their own feelings. Sometimes people speak because their heart is carrying emotions they do not know how to express directly. Not every silence means indifference. Not every delay means rejection. Not every distance means the end. I want you to hear that. I want it to sink deeply into your spirit. Because the enemy has been feeding you lies. The enemy has been using uncertainty as a weapon. The enemy has been using imagination to steal your peace. But today I am calling you back to trust. I am calling you back to faith. I am calling you back to rest. Dear friend, these messages are shared freely to spread the love and hope of Jesus Christ. We do not earn money from YouTube, and this ministry continues only through the kindness of supporters like you. If these videos have blessed your heart, strengthened your faith, or brought you comfort, please consider supporting our mission. Every donation helps us share God's word with more people around the world. Donate on Ko-Fi, a link in the description and pinned comment. Thank you, and may God richly bless you. My child. You have been looking for signs everywhere. You have been analyzing every word, every text, every reaction, every moment. You have been trying to solve a mystery that only time can reveal. And in doing so, you have exhausted yourself. You have drained your own heart. You have carried burdens I never asked you to carry. Come closer. Listen carefully. What I am doing in your life cannot be rushed. What I am preparing cannot be forced. What I am building cannot be manipulated. Trust my timing. Trust my wisdom. Trust my plan. The person you love has spoken about your kindness. They have remembered moments you thought were forgotten. They have remembered your patience. They have remembered your heart. They have remembered how you made them feel. The impact you made was greater than you know. You believed your efforts were invisible. They were not. You believed your love went unnoticed. It did not. You believed your value was overlooked. It was not. Type I believe in God's plan. My child. People often hide what affects them most. People often conceal what touches their heart. People often pretend to be unaffected when they are deeply affected. That is why appearances can deceive. That is why assumptions can mislead. That is why you must not build your future on fear. Build your future on faith. Build your future on me. I know what was said. I know every conversation. I know every word. I know every hidden feeling. Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing is hidden from my understanding. Nothing is outside my reach. And because I know everything, I can tell you this. You are more loved than you realize. You are more valued than you realize. You are more remembered than you realize. You are more important than you realize. My child. Do not allow one unanswered question to define your worth. Do not allow one uncertain relationship to determine your identity. Do not allow another person's actions to become the measure of your value. Your value comes from me. Your identity comes from me. Your purpose comes from me. You were chosen before you were born. You were known before your first breath. You were loved before you earned anything. You do not have to chase your worth. You already possess it. And I need you to remember that today. Because your heart has been wounded. Your confidence has been shaken. Your faith has been tested. Yet you are still standing. You are still praying. You are still believing. You are still here. And that matters. My child. The miracle you need is not only about another person. The miracle you need is happening inside you. I am healing your heart. I am restoring your confidence. I am rebuilding your faith. I am teaching you to trust again. I am teaching you to hope again. I am teaching you to love again. Even when it hurts. Even when it is difficult. Even when the answers seem delayed. Do not quit now. Do not give up now. Do not walk away from hope now. You have come too far. You have survived too much. You have overcome too much. Your story is not ending here. Your chapter is not finished. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. I know you are tired. I know you are weary. I know you are waiting. But waiting is not wasting. Waiting is preparation. Waiting is growth. Waiting is trust in action. The seeds you planted are not dead. The prayers you prayed were not ignored. The tears you cried were not forgotten. I collected every one of them. I heard every one of them. I remember every one of them. My child. Stop measuring my work by what you can currently see. I am moving behind the scenes. I am opening doors. I am arranging circumstances. I am preparing hearts. I am creating opportunities. I am making a way where you see no way. What looks delayed is often being developed. What looks silent is often being prepared. What looks impossible is often one step away from becoming reality. Trust me. Trust me again. And then trust me one more time. Because I have never abandoned you. I have never forgotten you. I have never left your side. Even when you felt alone. Even when you felt invisible. Even when you felt abandoned. I was there. I am here. And I will remain with you. The person you love may have spoken about you. But more importantly, heaven speaks about you. Heaven knows your name. Heaven knows your struggle. Heaven knows your tears. Heaven knows your dreams. And heaven has not given up on you. So release your fear. Release your anxiety. Release your need to control every outcome. Place it in my hands. Place it at my feet. Let me carry what has been crushing you. Let me heal what has been hurting you. Let me restore what has been broken. A new season is coming. A season of clarity. A season of peace. A season of restoration. A season of unexpected blessings. Do not lose faith before it arrives. Do not stop believing before it appears. Do not walk away before the miracle unfolds. Because I am still writing your story. And my endings are always greater than your fears. My child. Lift your head. Take a deep breath. The future is not against you. I am with you. The battle is not greater than me. I am with you. The uncertainty is not greater than me. I am with you. The waiting is not greater than me. I am with you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are loved. You are chosen. You are seen. And no matter what anyone says, my opinion of you remains unchanged. Walk forward in faith. Walk forward in courage. Walk forward in hope. Because the best part of your story is still ahead. And I am leading you there. Trust me. I am making all things new. My child. There is something else I need you to understand. The pain you have been carrying has become heavier than it was ever meant to be. You replay conversations. You replay memories. You replay moments over and over again. You search for hidden meanings. You search for answers. You search for certainty. And yet the more you search, the more exhausted you become. Because some answers are not meant to be discovered through striving. Some answers are revealed through surrender. That is why I am asking you today to loosen your grip. Release the burden. Release the fear. Release the pressure. You do not have to carry it anymore. You do not have to figure everything out tonight. You do not have to force tomorrow to arrive. Trust that I know what I am doing. Trust that I see what you cannot see. Trust that I am already working on things you have not even prayed about yet. My child. The person you love has had moments when your name appeared unexpectedly in their thoughts. A memory surfaced. A feeling returned. A moment from the past came rushing back. And for a brief moment they paused. They reflected. They remembered. What you shared was not meaningless. What you gave was not wasted. What you invested was not forgotten. I know you have wondered if your love mattered. I know you have questioned whether your presence left any impact. I know you have feared that you were easy to replace. But hear me clearly. Every sincere act of love leaves a mark. Every genuine kindness leaves an imprint. Every moment of compassion plants a seed. Seeds do not disappear. Seeds grow. Sometimes quietly. Sometimes slowly. Sometimes beneath the surface where nobody can see. But growth is still happening. My child. The reason this season has felt so confusing is because you have been standing between what was and what will be. You are no longer where you used to be. But you have not yet arrived where you are going. That space in between can feel lonely. That space in between can feel uncertain. That space in between can test your faith. Yet it is often where I do my deepest work. It is where I strengthen your spirit. It is where I increase your wisdom. It is where I teach you dependence on me. You keep asking for signs. I keep offering my presence. You keep asking for certainty. I keep offering my promises. You keep asking for proof. I keep offering my peace. My child. Peace is more valuable than proof. Because proof can satisfy the mind. But peace heals the heart. And your heart needs healing. Your heart needs rest. Your heart needs my touch. You have spent too much time carrying wounds that should have been given to me. Bring them to me now. Bring me your disappointment. Bring me your frustration. Bring me your fears. Bring me your questions. I am not afraid of your honesty. I am not intimidated by your doubts. I am not offended by your tears. Come exactly as you are. Come broken if you must. Come confused if you must. Come weary if you must. Just come. Because I am waiting. Because I care. Because I love you. My child. There are things happening behind closed doors that you know nothing about. There are conversations you have not heard. There are circumstances you do not understand. There are lessons being learned. There are hearts being challenged. There are paths being redirected. What looks like delay may actually be protection. What looks like silence may actually be preparation. What looks like distance may actually be divine timing. Trust me enough to believe that. Trust me enough to stop assuming the worst. Trust me enough to stop writing endings that I have not written. You have imagined heartbreak. You have imagined rejection. You have imagined loss. Yet you have also forgotten something important. I am the God of restoration. I am the God of miracles. I am the God who opens doors no one can shut. I am the God who creates possibilities where none seem to exist. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is too complicated for me. Nothing is beyond my power. Friend, these videos are created and shared freely to spread the love of Jesus Christ. We do not receive income from YouTube for this ministry, and every message is made possible through the kindness of supporters like you. If these messages have strengthened your faith, brought you comfort, or helped you feel closer to God, please consider supporting this mission today. Your donation helps us continue sharing God's Word, daily prayers, and messages of help with people who need them most. Link is in description box and pinned in comment section. Thank you for walking this journey of faith with us. May God's peace and grace be with you always. My child, do not allow another person's uncertainty to steal your certainty in me. Do not allow another person's silence to silence your faith. Do not allow temporary confusion to destroy eternal hope. You belong to me. Your future belongs to me. Your story belongs to me. And I am writing a beautiful story. Even if you cannot read the next chapter yet. Even if the pages seem blank. Even if the plot feels confusing. Trust the author. Trust the one holding the pen. Trust the one who sees the beginning and the end. Because I know where this road leads. And I am leading you with love. My child. You have cried tears nobody saw. You have fought battles nobody understood. You have carried burdens nobody recognized. Yet I saw everything. I saw every lonely night. I saw every silent prayer. I saw every moment you almost gave up. I saw every time you chose to keep going. And I am proud of your perseverance. I am proud of your faith. I am proud of your courage. Even when you felt weak. Even when you felt afraid. Even when you felt lost. You kept moving forward. And that matters more than you know. The breakthrough is often closest when people are most tempted to quit. The sunrise is often nearest when the night feels darkest. The answer is often approaching when the waiting feels longest. So do not quit. Do not surrender to despair. Do not surrender to hopelessness. Your story is still unfolding. My child. There is healing coming. Healing for your heart. Healing for your mind. Healing for your emotions. Healing for the wounds you rarely talk about. I am restoring places inside you that have been hurting for a long time. I am repairing what disappointment damaged. I am rebuilding what fear weakened. I am renewing what exhaustion drained. You will not always feel this heavy. You will not always feel this anxious. You will not always feel this uncertain. A day is coming when you will look back and realize I was carrying you the entire time. A day is coming when you will understand why certain doors closed. A day is coming when you will see my fingerprints all over your journey. And on that day your faith will be stronger than ever before. Do not let your attention drift away. Because this next part is for the deepest place inside your heart. The place you rarely show anyone. The place where your fears live. The place where your hopes still survive. The place where you secretly wonder if everything will ever be okay. I know that place. I created that place. And I am speaking directly to it now. You have spent so much time worrying about what someone else thinks of you. You have spent so much energy trying to understand another person's feelings. You have spent so many nights wondering if they still care. But when was the last time you stopped and listened to what I think about you? When was the last time you remembered how I see you? When was the last time you allowed my voice to become louder than your fears? My child. Your presence returned to their mind. Not because you forced it. Not because you manipulated it. But because what was shared left an impression. You keep forgetting that genuine connections leave footprints. Real moments leave echoes. Love leaves traces. And some traces take time to understand. That is why I need you to stop rushing the process. Stop demanding immediate results. Stop assuming silence means nothing is happening. The roots of a tree grow underground long before anyone sees fruit. The strongest foundations are built where nobody can see them. The greatest transformations often begin in hidden places. And right now, much of what I am doing is hidden. But hidden does not mean absent. Hidden does not mean forgotten. Hidden does not mean impossible. It simply means trust is required. My child. I know you want certainty. I know you want answers. I know you want clarity. But if I showed you everything today, faith would no longer be necessary. Trust grows when you keep walking even when you cannot see the entire path. Faith grows when you keep believing even when evidence seems limited. Hope grows when you keep expecting good things despite temporary disappointments. And your faith is growing. Even now. Even in this waiting season. Even in your confusion. I am strengthening you. I am preparing you. I am maturing you. Because the blessings I have prepared require a stronger version of you. The future I am leading you toward requires deeper faith. The doors I am opening require greater wisdom. So do not despise this season. This season has purpose. This season has meaning. This season has value. My child. There are prayers you prayed months ago that are still moving through heaven. There are requests you made that I have not forgotten. There are dreams you surrendered that I still remember. You thought I stopped listening. I never stopped listening. You thought I turned away. I never turned away. You thought heaven was silent. But heaven was working. Every prayer matters. Every tear matters. Every act of faith matters. Nothing given to me is ever wasted. Nothing. Not one prayer. Not one tear. Not one moment of trust. I remember it all. My child. The enemy wants you to believe that disappointment is your destiny. But disappointment is not your destiny. Healing is. Restoration is. Growth is. Victory is. Peace is. You have suffered enough from assumptions. You have suffered enough from fear. You have suffered enough from imagining worst-case scenarios. Today I am asking you to imagine something different. Imagine what could happen if everything works out. Imagine what could happen if the miracle arrives. Imagine what could happen if the breakthrough comes. Imagine what could happen if my promises are true. Because they are. My promises do not fail. My words do not return empty. My plans do not collapse. What I begin, I complete. What I promise, I fulfill. What I speak, I accomplish. My child, you keep looking at closed doors. But I see open doors ahead. You keep focusing on what you lost. But I see what you are about to gain. You keep mourning what ended. But I see what is about to begin. Your perspective is limited. Mine is eternal. That is why I need you to trust me. Not because you understand everything, but because I do. Not because the path is obvious, but because I am guiding you. Not because circumstances make sense, but because my wisdom is greater than circumstances. My child, one day you will understand why certain things happened the way they did. One day you will see how I protected you. One day you will recognize the blessings hidden inside delays. One day you will thank me for prayers I did not answer exactly the way you wanted. Because I was protecting your future. Because I was protecting your peace. Because I was protecting your purpose. Trust that my no is sometimes protection. Trust that my wait is sometimes preparation. Trust that my silence is sometimes instruction. I am always working. Even when you cannot see it. Especially when you cannot see it. My child. You have survived storms you thought would destroy you. You have walked through valleys you thought would never end. You have faced battles you never expected to fight. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still breathing. Still hoping. Still believing. That is evidence of my faithfulness. That is evidence of my strength working within you. That is evidence that I have been carrying you. Because you were never meant to carry everything alone. I was always meant to be your strength. I was always meant to be your refuge. I was always meant to be your peace. My child. There is a new chapter approaching. You cannot see it yet. But it is coming. A chapter with more clarity. A chapter with more confidence. A chapter with more peace. A chapter with more joy. The waiting season will not last forever. The confusion will not last forever. The uncertainty will not last forever. Morning always follows night. Spring always follows winter. And breakthrough follows perseverance. Do not stop now. Do not quit now. Do not lose faith now. You are closer than you realize. Closer than you think. Closer than you feel. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Because I am moving. I am working. I am restoring. I am healing. I am preparing. And what I have prepared for you is greater than the fear you have been carrying. Greater than the doubts you have been fighting. Greater than the pain you have endured. My child. The story is not over. The final chapter has not been written. And as long as I'm the author, there is still hope. There is still purpose. There is still a future. There is still a miracle. So rest tonight. Breathe deeply. Release your worries into my hands. Let your heart be still. Let your soul find peace. For I am watching over you. I am guiding you. I am protecting you. And I am leading you towards something beautiful. Stay with me. Trust me. And remember this. You are loved more than you know. You are seen more than you realize. And your miracle may be closer than you think. My child. Before you leave this moment, there is one more truth I want to place inside your heart. A truth that can carry you through the days ahead. A truth that can steady you when emotions begin to rise again. A truth that can anchor you when uncertainty tries to pull you under. Listen carefully. The outcome you fear is not greater than my power. The situation that worries you is not beyond my reach. The person you love is not beyond my influence. I am still God. I am still working. I am still moving. I am still writing your story. You have been watching circumstances. I have been watching hearts. You have been focused on what is visible. I have been working in what is invisible. And what is invisible today often becomes visible tomorrow. My child, do not mistake a season of waiting for a season of abandonment. I have not abandoned you. I have not forgotten your address. I have not misplaced your prayers. I have not overlooked your tears. Every cry from your heart has reached me. Every whispered prayer has reached me. Every sleepless night has reached me. Nothing has been lost. Nothing has been ignored. Nothing has escaped my attention. There were nights when you cried yourself to sleep. There were mornings when you forced yourself to smile. There were days when nobody knew how much pain you were carrying. But I knew. I knew every detail. I knew every struggle. I knew every hidden battle. And I stayed beside you through all of it. When you felt alone, I was there. When you felt forgotten, I was there. When you felt rejected, I was there. When you felt invisible, I was there. And I am still here now. My child. The enemy wanted your disappointment to become bitterness. But you kept your heart soft. The enemy wanted your delay to become despair. But you kept believing. The enemy wanted your confusion to destroy your faith. But you kept praying. You may not realize it. But that is victory. Every day you choose faith over fear is victory. Every day you choose hope over despair is victory. Every day you choose to trust me despite uncertainty is victory. Do not underestimate what I am doing inside you. Because the greatest miracles often begin within. Before I change circumstances, I strengthen hearts. Before I open doors, I prepare people. Before I release blessings, I build character. And I have been preparing you. My child. The person you love is not the center of this story. You are not the center of this story. I am. And when you understand that, everything begins to change. Because then your peace is no longer dependent on another person's choices. Your joy is no longer dependent on another person's actions. Your future is no longer dependent on another person's decisions. Your confidence rests in me. And what rests in me cannot be destroyed by temporary circumstances. That is freedom. That is peace. That is faith.